What's going on, guys? It's Doss. Welcome back to the channel. If you remember, in the last video I featured this car in, I was trying to expose one of the electrical problems because these old Fords typically have quite a bit. And what it basically is that the car's computer doesn't recognize one of the doors being closed as it is right now. And that would obviously be the left rear is getting problem. I'll show you guys right now. As you can see right there, all the doors are completely closed around the entire car, as you can see. But it still has this right here on the screen. And the sucky part about this car is that no matter, even at like normally when cars give you like a little warning like that on in the gauge cluster, you'll still be able to change and see your odometer. But this car, you can't see your odometer at all. By this point, it's basically, the switch is pretty much fried at this point. It was kind of clicking on and off before, like it would kind of do it on and off sometimes, and now it's pretty much done. Like, I haven't seen it. It's been stuck on that for about 2 weeks now, so I'm pretty sure that the switch is completely fried and it's done and it needs for replacing. So as you can see, all this residue right here, I just tried to spray some stuff, some stuff that would actually kind of help it out, and it did for a little bit. Sometimes you'd be able to slam the door and it would work, but eventually the vibration would loosen it back up to where the car's computer would trip again. So basically, it's time to replace it, and I pulled over on the side of the road in the shade to show you guys how simple and easy it'll be. And you don't need to go to some mechanic and spend $300-400 on it, which is probably what it would cost. And we all know nowadays mechanics are extremely difficult to even come across, because you have to be on a waiting list, got to leave the car there, all that stuff. It's like, man, nobody has time for that, especially with a small problem like this. It's really not that difficult. So I'm going to show you guys on this car, and if I could do it on this car, you could pretty much do it on any car, because it's basically the same when it comes to removing the door panel. Right here, you got to remove this. As you see, it's already loose. All it was just a couple of screws in here. I'm gonna show you guys the locations for that. Screws that I removed yesterday. There's one right there for the 2005 Ford Taurus. There's one right here, and there's one down there. You pretty much just want to look at the door panel and go along and remove every single screw that you see. There was one in there too. Just remove every single screw that you see along the surface of the door panel. That's number one. Of course, I already picked up a brand new switch. This is what it looks like. It's very helpful to see what the part looks like when it's not installed, the brand new part, what it looks like, so that way you can see what you're dealing with. That is actually from a Ford dealership. So yes, I pretty much paid a pretty good chunk, about $30 for that. Yeah, I know I could have picked it up online, for, not even a fraction of that, but I'm kind of trying to worry about quality parts, so that way I don't have to worry about taking this whole door panel off and doing it again, because it was some cheap part that I found on, some online website or whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys how I took this door panel off. As you can see, it's already loose. All you want to do really is, let me go ahead and just prop this camera up so you can see. Now that you guys can pretty much see what's going on with the door panel, you have a whole bunch of plastic tabs that pop out along the door. So really, you just want to be gentle with it. You can just use your bare hands and just kind of like do a little bit of weird massaging, I guess you could say. I guess you can call this massaging. And you can see, you got to watch out for the door panel, the door handle and this piece right here, because it's not really necessarily attached to the door panel, and you could probably break it because it's plastic like that. I think I just broke one, actually. This is what I get for taking it off again. You're only supposed to really do this like one time in the car's whole life, because those little plastic pieces. Yeah, I got a stupid airplane flying above me, of course, just trying to ruin. Of course, with my luck, it's always something interrupting my videos. But anyway, there we go. Just push that down and just kind of wiggle it. Don't be in a rush, because you might probably mess something up. There is a connector right here for the door switch. For the window. There's a connector right here somewhere. So let me go ahead and just pop it out just like that. And look at the amount of dirt that's on the inside of this door. Wow. Probably be breathing a lot better in here if I actually clean that out. But that's not what the purpose of this video is about. Pick the camera back up, and as you can see, this is what the door looks like on the inside. Very similar to what I used to deal with my 2004 Kia I used to have. But anyway, you got to take this off. So you got to take these 3 bolts off. Of course, it's this weird, like hex screw looking thing. That door panel will just stay there. That'd be so nice. Stop falling on me. It's kind of annoying. All right, so I'm using a T25. It doesn't perfectly fit in there, but it's good enough, as you can see. So we're just gonna go ahead and get these off real quick. See, it's not a perfect fit. It's still a little loose, but it will work. It'll get the latch off for me. So these were actually extremely difficult to get off. I loosened them up yesterday with one of those tools that it has like a whole bunch of different sizes, and you gotta just spin it out of the entire tool itself. I forgot what those things are called, but that's what I used because this didn't give me enough torque to actually get it off. Obviously, if you have an impact or whatever, electric tool will work a lot better. All right, guys, sorry to cut the video like that, but as if anybody's really gonna watch this anyway, in case maybe they do have a Ford Taurus. Anyway, so turns out there's actually 2 more bolts. Once you take these 2 out that hold these 3 out that hold the actual latch in, there's 2 more, of course, hidden deep down in there. As you can see, it's pretty easy to see because I already took the door handle out, which is what the 2 screws hold. So there's one that's going to be right there. You can see it right there. And the other one is going to be hiding behind the actual latch. So don't be afraid to pull that latch right there. You see I got it down to right there. Don't be afraid to pull it. But there's going to be one hiding right there. Like that is directly behind it. You can't even see it. So what I did, I just kept pushing it until I had enough room to stick my extension in there and then get that out. Then after that, you're going to have to start wiggling this plastic door handle, of course, out. Try not to break it, because what it's on this little rod that's connected right here. This rod right here that you can see that I'm pointing at, that's what I'm talking about. You're gonna want to pull the door handle out. It's gonna be in there like this. So you're gonna want to pull the door handle out towards you like this, and then this is the easiest way to get it off. Touch it like that, and then slide it up off the rod. Now, after that's done, you can wiggle the rod out of that white piece right there. You can see right in there. The rod's usually sitting in there. You're just gonna want to wiggle it up out of there, and then, well, wiggle it down, I guess, and then pull the whole latch assembly right there, as you can see. Now, so I'm just gonna keep pulling it to where I can see this. There it is, right here. There it is. Just trying to pull it some more. It's about as far as I want to get it out, I guess. And this is the part right here. That's what's causing the problem right there. Nice. So there's a little connector right here on the bottom. Let's see if I can move that out the way for y'all. Well, I'll show you guys once it. There we go. Just kind of. There we go. All right. Can you see it a little bit better? Probably not. Let me see if I can just kind of. Okay. Now there's a connector right here on the bottom. You just want to keep pulling that. Don't be afraid at this point. We already in there. All right, there we go. So that's out pretty much for the most part. And then this just looks like it just twists out. Oh, okay. There you go. So here you go. This is the old, and here's the new. So let me hurry up and put it back in there before I forget even how it went. There's a little lip on there. So you just want to keep twisting it until it actually works. I mean, until it actually goes in. This little lip right here, as you can see, right there on the bottom. Anyway, on the bottom, and you just want to keep twisting it in there until it snaps in. This one is facing the wrong way, but I'm gonna leave it like that anyway, because why not? I don't think it's that big of a deal. Start sliding this back in there for the most part, and we got these connectors. It goes, you just click the connector right back in there. I know this is like terrible camera angle, but it's kind of hard for me to show you guys this while I'm doing it, because I want to focus on not breaking this plastic. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so there's a connector that goes in the door switch, Ajar switch, and there's one that also goes inside this latch assembly. I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but because it wasn't affecting anything when I took it off. But now you just want to slide it right back up in there for the most part. So we'll just stay in one spot for a second so I can finish this up. All right. Now is the time where you want to cross your fingers and pray that it works. All right. Here's the hardest part. You just got to wiggle everything back in its place. and it doesn't seem like this wants to do much of that. All right, so let's try this new one out real quick and see if that worked, see if that fixed the problem. All right, on the outside of the car, just making sure the door handle feels as original as it did before I started working on it, and it does. So thankfully I didn't mess anything up right there. And there's the old door switch right there. Moment of truth. Let's see if I fixed the problem. Don't have to go spend $300-400 for the job I just did type situation going on here, right? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Look at the mileage. I haven't seen that in like 3 weeks. 110. Wow, I've been driving the shit out of this car. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at them. Oh, look, we can actually look. Oh, wow. Look at that. It actually works. And that is how you save $300 on the side of the road. I'm just kind of guessing how much a repair like that would be, but we know nowadays, you know, when you take your car to the shop, you probably got to leave it or make an appointment, and you know they'll get you in about a week or so. It's just a lot of extra, especially for something like this that was pretty simple. And you can see I'm on the side of this random building right here, and I just, you know, had time to spare. I went to go pick up the part, which was $30, and $30 well spent, because there was no way I was gonna spend, you know, any type of hundreds on a job like that. It's pretty simple, you know. You just got to be patient and don't you know, don't get too confuzzled whenever you're working on your car. Stay tuned, because there's more repair videos like this right here. You can see, look at how bouncy that thing is. I'm actually enjoying the ride right now. It floats like a pickup truck. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy. I keep talking because I'm happy. Can't believe I actually fixed that problem. Oh man, yes. Oh, I got to put the door panel back on, but it's pretty simple. All you got to do is just, you know, put this back up just like that. Toss that back up just like that, and then you're just gonna fit this little plastic piece, put this back on your connector, and then you put your screws right back in there. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm gonna do that later because I am just impressed. I'm just impressed with myself that I fixed that problem on my own, and I can actually see my mileage again. That is crazy, but I want to just go do a road trip just so I can just look at the mileage. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out of here. That's it.